Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to this Division 3 match between Helheim and Ersatzbankkomitee. That's a German name and I don't want to speak German, it's hard, so I'm going to be calling them EBK with the permission of the teams. Alright, quickly going into map select. EBK will be, if I press my update button. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Banning away BRE and Tomb. Helheim banning away Brax and Garden. The first map will be Volskaya. And, well, normally don't look at the Division 3 sort of level, but there is one thing that is quite exciting here, and that is a particular player on Team Helheim is apparently a Kel'Thuzad main, which I find quite exciting, at least. So we will see what happens in their first series of the season. Kel'Thuzad just got banned. I'm hoping that it'll be a bit more exciting today. First ban from the side of Helheim is Chromie. Well, Kel'Thuzad very low mobility hero can suffer against Chromie, so you could argue setting up for the Kel'Thuzad pick, but in general just a fairly nice ban. While those thoughts are up, at least, it can be quite obnoxious to play against the poke and the artillery damage that Chromie provides, so you can understand that one coming in. Still got first ban from the side of EBK. Don't know if that's particularly targeted or just a hero they value quite highly, but in any case will be banned away. Now the question here is, will Kel'Thuzad be banned? Because I thought if you're gonna ban Kel'Thuzad, you might as well do it as the first ban, right? And then leave your second one up as a bit of a reaction, but there will be Zul'jin banned away. Now, if you're side of Helheim and you do want Kel'Thuzad, that doesn't mean you have to pick up on the first pick. The other team is probably not going to take it away from you, so Hogger will be the hero of choice for now. And then if you want Kel'Thuzad, you can take it in the 2-3 rotation, or you can even leave it till later, draw out a ban, maybe, or just let more picks come out so there's less to respond to Kel'Thuzad. Vala will be taken by EBK. Those who know me know I am a very big AA Vala enjoyer. We will... Thankfully W doesn't get played these days. But you can still see the Q builds come out quite often. And it will also be Diablo. And when you see Diablo, you're immediately looking at the percentage-based damage and healing. You're looking at Tychus, the Yorick, Right Wing. The Yorick is a fantastic scaling hero, and Volskaya off goes to level 20. Hogger's already picked, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't also have the Yorick. But it will be Veigar as well as ETC. Fairly standard picks, I suppose. If you look, considering what is popular at the highest level, play ETC maybe a little high pick, but we're not playing in Div 1. At this sort of level play, it's more important to get the heroes that you are confident in playing, that you are comfortable with, even if necessarily Hazard Ops is going to tell you it's not correct. Doesn't matter. Sylvanas will be the final ban of the side of EBK. You often see Brightwing paired alongside Diablo, so that could be one thing that Helheim are looking to ban away. You could also look for things to go alongside the Vala Oriole. One potential one, right wing. Makes sense. Chatterman, I have not tested the stream set before. I have no idea if the volume is good for everything. So if there are problems, just yell at me and I'll try and fix it. It's only been about 2 years since I last did a cast. Mephisto will be taken, and as well as Leorg, and I really like this from the side of EBK. Going very heavily into a late game team fighting composition, which on Volskaya often works very well. Their heroes are also quite good at defending against the early protectors. Vala, Mephisto and Leorg can all melt through it quite quickly, so they are setting themselves up to reach the level 16, level 20 stages of the game, and then have powerful heroes when they reach it. Helheim round out with Hanzo and Tassadar. Maybe I over-indexed on Kel'Thuzar's excitement because made his way completely through the draft in the end. I mean, the other side's Mephisto, it's understandable. Tassadar, I'm a bit outspoken on it, I like Tassadar. Most people don't. Anduin will be the healer of choice. I suppose they've got a lot of light bomb setup actually. They have Leorg, Mephisto and Diablo that can all get that light bomb into the backline. And it's also more safety for the Vala, so I quite like this from their side actually. I'm told that... a different person. Alright then. On the blue team, Shadow Eagle will be playing ETC, Tassadar will be playing Rhaegar, Bez will be playing Tassadar, don't think about that one too much, IHY will be playing Hanzo, and Zeda will be playing Hogger. On the red team EBK, Ermen will be playing Anduin, Nemo will be playing Leoric, Terminor 1980 will be playing Mephisto, Stranger will be playing Diablo, and Honey will be on Vala. It is the Q Vala, as I pointed out before. Going to be looking to have the quick burst damage to follow up the Diablo engages, I suppose is the reasoning. And then also ETC can be a little annoying to stack the auto attacks against as well. For Mephisto, we do see Q build that has become the most popular, I believe, these days. W has fallen off. I think this is related to the Q13 changes that happened. And Tassadar will be Q build, at least for now. Camps are up. The side of Helheim are still in the top lane though. EBK already moving on to their camp. They'll have huge amount of priority because of this. Like, look, it's 14 seconds and they're only now starting on the tower camp. Question is, what do they do? Do they try and play for support camp? Do they just get their siege camp and try and set up early for some other play? Looks like it will just be covering the lanes for the time being. Nothing particularly exciting will be happening. Honey starting now on the siege camp, and yeah, it looks like despite being late on the fortification attempt, both teams will finish up the siege camp at roughly the same time. And I suppose one other thing is interesting when compared to what you sometimes see. Diablo will be fine. Actually, hang on, it might be ETC that's not be fine, going to get rooted up and will slide away. 30 health, but healed up before the skull missile hits him. That was nearly a little bit spooky. We do have some interesting Holger talents. We have Journeyman Cooking for the healing on the Dynamite, as well as aggro range. I can't remember the last time I saw aggro range. I know W healing is sometimes specs though, but we will see how much rage Holger can generate with that one. Quite nice, I suppose, for doing the camp solo. You can just start spinning and the rage will build up on its own. You don't need to be too tricky about it. Also, you can't even move a turret, so that's only one thing that can be stunned. Resets coming out from EBK. In the meantime, small amount of siege on top lane. Probably doesn't matter in the long run. And it will be the red team starting up on the objective. There's a rotation now from Leog to match the play onto a tower camp. Rhaegar will be the first one to go down. ETC now trying to run away. They might have been a bit ambitious on that one, starting up the neutral camp without the offlane priority. And it will go to the red team, the bionic emitter. So they're now standing on the point, going to spin away from Leoric. That's a little bit of Mephisto damage. Side going in from Shadow Eagle will be interrupted though by the Anduin route. Pull to get Diablo to safety, and that is the fortification turret used by Helheim, so they do not have any items at the moment. Both teams' turrets camp are up, but neither one has started capping it just yet. Blue team getting fairly close on the capture, so I suppose the red team wanting to prevent them completing it, and now they have plenty of time, so Holger will start up. You can see the aggro range building up that range, that extra spin damage. Nemo going to get completely blocked actually. Still going to try and come in on the point, but the cap will complete. Already has the items as the York, so Holger will be able to pick that one up. In the meantime though, play onto Valor will go down. Big slide coming out from Shadow Eagle, and then the force wall behind it so it can't escape. Emitter will be used, but it looks like it might be death anyway. Anduin trying to run out. Tassadar coming in, slowing down with a totem. Diablo looking fine, gets slid anyway, and a big snipe onto Leoric to get the kill there on the backside by Nez. Zed are going to cap the Triglav, so first objective going over to the side of Helheim, with a full level lead as well, by the way. So they will have those level 10 towns already. Now pushing in on the mid fort. We'll see if they make a move up to the top lane. Shadow Eagle stepping pretty far up there. Perhaps in danger. That's a very big flip by Diablo. Don't know when his arms got that big, but ETC will be flipped over the force wall and go down. Trigger Protector now going to get the turrets and most likely just back off afterwards. Interesting, they put Tassadar and Leoric in the Trigger in the end. Holger got out to go and cover the sidelines. Means that perhaps they didn't have as much damage on the siege as they could have. That is a big route coming in for them. Going to be an Apocalypse now on top of it. It's massive stuns from the side of EBK. Hanzo will be the one to go down. Mephisto getting good damage on the wall. Archon comes out from Tassadar. They don't want to finish the fight yet to do the side of Helheim. Looking down to Diablo, will get pulled away. Mephisto shading forward, but will be alright. Archon trying to finish off Diablo. Tassadar going in for one last bite, but it will not be enough. One kill going to say to the side of EBK. And everything goes quiet. Will now be the team starting up their siege camps. The turret has still not been taken from the side of EBK. They're losing... Well, the turret's respawned from the side of Helheim, so they've lost full camp's worth of experience, which on the Overwatch maps is actually quite a lot of XP, as well as the turret. Busy with other things, I suppose, and I wonder if they're going to scout out, or smell it at least, the side of Helheim. They are putting up to a top lane, but they haven't started the support camp just yet, clearing out siege camp by the looks of things. Pony now rotating up, so it might be difficult to start that support camp now. Shadow Eagle looks like wants to go into Mephisto, will be pushed into the fort by Diablo. Mosh Pit comes out, but pull onto Mephisto, keep him out. There's a huge Mephisto ultimate though, Apocalypse on top of it, will be 2 going down, make that 3 with ETC falling as well. And EBK, their team fight combos with the heroic abilities have been really good so far actually. The first time around was only Hanzo went down, but this time a lot more exciting. Now going to be pushing their way onto the top fort and have pretty much recouped all of the siege advantage that the first protector has gotten. And with the fort going down as well, before the blue team can respawn and defend it, they are set up quite nicely to secure the second objective. And now starting up the support camp. This might be a bit ambitious. It is now Helheim that made way onto the point. The Force Wall not buying in quite enough time though, as ETC Shadow Eagle will get ancestral healing but still taking a lot of damage, gets stunned up by Valor, and there's a huge flanking entomb by Nemo there. Going to completely cut off Shadow Eagle. Tassadar will fall as well as Vega. The actual Tassadar doing just fine at the moment, but that is 2 more kills to our red team. Also going to pick up the experience and the Biocommitter from the camp, so another really nice fight by our red team here. Stranger now going to move up onto the objective, start that cap. There's not really much for the rest of the team to do in the meantime. Now looks like making a look towards the mid lane, though I suspect Helheim will be there to defend in time. Nemo pushed quite far up, but should be okay. Not much activity happening from the side of Helheim. I suppose scared of level 16 talents, don't want to get drawn into a fight and have the talents come in partway through. We are pretty difficult to kill on the side lane with the ominous Wraith talent now being available. The rest of the team are moving away to come in. Mephisto left on the point. Stranger now is here, but I'm not sure if they can look for a fight without Mephisto. In any case, it will be the Protector going over completely uncontested. So now with Objective and the Towns lead, you'd expect a bit of siege damage to come out here. Shadow Eagle using the amp, but will be fine. And this time it will be Diablo inside, alongside Mephisto with Protector. Playing for the mid fort by the looks of things. Shadow Eagle looking for side to Honey, will not connect though. Tassadar follows up and then gets a slow, but this Valor is incredibly quick thanks to all the movement speed. Nothing will come from the back of it, but it does push for the Protector off the fort for the time being, but they're now back. Offlanes have moved up as well, so this could turn into an all-out brawl. Nemo potentially looking for an entomb onto Shadow Eagle here, gets the slow, slide forward from Shadow Eagle, but all will be fine for now. Finishes off Prologue, so there could be some nice healing to survive AoE in the upcoming fights. Mid fort goes down. Moving now towards the bottom lane, but there's not much health left on this protector. They will get the wall at least. And the side of EPK is set up quite nicely at the moment. I talked during the draft about how they're well set up for the late game team fights, and they're certainly going to reach them with all forwards intact. Now, going on to Diablo will be the pull out to safety. Mephisto making some space as well. Flip onto ETC is going to be fine for now. Goes on the mosh pit, but will be interrupted. Going to now get cleansed and get away. A lot of spells used, but no one falling on the back end of the fight. Will now be moving up onto fortification camp. We'll get one now very quickly. Force wall from Nez being very annoying. Completely preventing Diablo from moving in. Shadow they go quite deep, but looks to be alright. And Nemo also getting caught on the side. Turret's dropped by Helheim. Will not have that one available. Still 1-2 even remaining for them to use though. And the camp is also respawned. EBK Valor Mephisto is a really nice combination for going onto the forts, and only gets better with time. Level 20 if we see range from Valor. Better siege damage from out of range. Nemo wants to contest this point. It will be the Entomb onto 2. Light Bomb's not connected, but ETC is just going to get destroyed. Honey very nearly falling to Tassadar, but will get pulled out to safety. Nez may be overstaying the welcome though and just gets destroyed by Mephisto. And now Stranger, Hogger going to use the ultimate to protect himself, will be fine. Nothing more will be coming now at least, but it is another fight going over to our red team. Turrets will be dropped and bottom forts will be falling. 2-level lead now to them. And Nemo sniffing out the plays being made here onto the siege camp. Rhaegar has been found. Tomb is available but will not be dropped on Tassadar. I'm gonna have some fun with this. I like it when players name themselves after heroes. Side's going on to Diablo. It will be Honey though, caught out by Dragon Arrow. No, not the Dragon Arrow. What was that that stunned them? Hogger Q, I suppose. Will be alright though. Level 20 is now available for the red team. Looking at Valo just in case we get a cheeky... There it is. Acrobat will be taken. No Farflight Quiver, no cowardly gameplay. Just looking for maximum mobility and burst damage. Much more exciting than what we could have seen. So I'm quite grateful for that one. The objective is available, but they do not want to play slow to side of EBK, looking to instead push in. Terminal will miss the Mephisto ultimate. Now they're looking once again for ETC, who's not had a fun time this game. Will be alright for now though. And eating forward to Q onto the forts. Looks like this is a bad Farflight Quiver, but it's alright for now. Nemo quite low, going to move down on... Well, not move down. You're low health, buddy. You need to do something. I don't think it's standing here. So much damage coming out from Nez and Zedder, actually. Oh, good. Not going to connect with that one. And just about to tick over to 19 is our blue team. They might make it to level 25 here. We haven't seen any attempt to start up. Oh, here we go. Helga in from Diablo. We'll get many people with a light blood. Nez in trouble, but we'll be okay with the Ancestral. ETC not going to find much of a mosh pit. Honey now maybe in trouble. Going to have to disengage from that one. There's going to be a Dragon Arrow whiffing though, so we'll survive for now. Tastar going in for the kill, not enough. Elite going to try and go for as well, but Valor is still alive for the time being. Hogger was also fallen. Hanzo trying so hard to get these kills. They're very low off of red team, but no one has fallen just yet. One snipe comes in from the Storm Arrow. Nemo potentially looking for more, going to get the Entomb, gets the damage reduction, but is very low, gets a Q, but will not be enough to kill Hanzo, so it is going to be 2 for 2 in the end. Which, if you're side of Helheim, is exactly what you're looking for, actually. You're going to buy time, you're going to make it to level 20. Going 2 for 2 in the late game fights down your Storm tier talents is actually a very nice outcome for them. And of course, it's only going to get better with time. Now, what I'm interested in is ETC level 20. Are we going to see Blink? Are we going to see Deathmosh? Are we going to see Torbus? There's many options. I don't think we're going to see Storm Shield, but in theory that's an option. And it will be Deathmosh. I do like this one. Shadow Eagle has been, well, having the most fun in some of these fights, getting stunned up repeatedly and dying quite quickly. Deathmosh is some guaranteed value if managing to die in the midst of all the red team members. Support camp respawning, but it looks like EBK are looking for a fight without it. Maybe Hanzo is still mid lane, so they might not be expecting this. He does have play of the game though, so is a bit of a global threat actually. Not seeing Bullseye form in this game. Shadow Eagle going to side out, will be alright for now. Going to get entombed though, and it is the Ancestral coming in. Will we see the second one connect in time? No, we're not. The Deathmosh goes on to 2, but that's not going to do enough. A Strange is buying so much time in the backline. Apocalypse comes out, going to hit onto Tasta. Hogger spinning in the backline, but not finding any kills just yet, and Mephisto does so much damage, just a triple kill already for him. The rest of Helheim are going to get out, though, with their lives, unless Strange has anything to say about it. Finds Tassadar, and that will be a 4th one going down. And 0 kills in reply. EBK quite likely going to end the game with this push. Just a lowly Tassadar to try and defend it. The Dragon Arrow not available for another 30 seconds. And it's been really nice fighting from the red team the whole game actually. Never really lost a full-on team fight. The only one that was even, as I recall, was that 19 vs 21. Really nice play from them, and we'll take the first game in this series. Looking now at the post-game summary, it's actually going to be Honey who did the most damage. It looks very exciting seeing some of the Mephisto plays, all the ultimates connecting onto many people was very important for their team fights. But it was Honey with the Q build that actually came up with the most damage on the red team. Blue team doing a lot more damage, but Airmen keeping up just fine on the healing department. All fine for them. Very exciting game actually. They didn't ban Infernal Shrines, right? I would be quite interested to see these heroes, these teams rather, on Infernal Shrines. No, not banned, so I'm hoping they pick that for map number 2. Brilliant. And my wish is going to be granted apparently, because Helheim choose Infernal Shrines for map number 2. So more team fights are in store, which I'm very happy with. I don't know what to expect, but that was a very fun game to watch, a very fun game to cast. A little bit difficult given I haven't done it one in a while, but that's a good problem to have as far as I'm concerned. That's all correct, I believe. Right, looking for just a few more players and we'll get into the game. Sorry, small correction. Oh no, I did do it correctly. It was the side of Helheim that picked Infernal Shrines with their loss, so not opting into a first pick. I think we're going to be ready to go in just a moment. Won't need to cut out to a break. As soon as I open the lobby, 7 players immediately in. Just beautiful. Okay, Infernal Shrines. EBK. If you ran back the exact same draft, it would look pretty good on this map as well. So what I'm interested in is what will Helheim do to change things up a bit. Stukov ban persists. I don't know if maybe teams have scrimmed each other or if there's some scouting that I missed, but the only particular main I saw from either of these teams was a Kel'Thuzad. Chroming ban also going to remain. I believe we saw Savans as the 3rd ban last game from EBK, so I might be mistaken on that one. And I don't remember. Was it a Blaze ban from Helheim? I'm looking for them to change things up though. Diablo. So much work done that last game actually. Buying time for the front line to be taken out by EBK. Hogger going to be taken by Nemo this time. As we all know, I'm assuming Hogger very, very powerful on the shrines. Spend 5 minutes in the practice tool learning how to do the ideal spinning. And then you just set up on the shrine if you get there early. And can be quite difficult to convince Hogger to move. Johanna and Andoran from Helheim. Very safe first rotation. Leaves a lot of options available. Powerful meta heroes as well. Wondering if we're going to do anything exciting with the Andor pick, because it is quite early. Mephisto once again for Terminal, and it will be Muradin as the tank of choice, with Diablo being banned. Are we going to see anyone looking at Alex Straza? Mephisto Alex, quite a famous combination. Not going to see it banned, at least. Rhaegar will be banned. Banning Rhaegar. Maybe it can be more exciting. But in any case, quite a popular hero, you can understand it. I like this one. Junkrat ban, very useful. Well, if you can set up on time for your objective, can be extremely obnoxious. Also able to be annoying to Mephisto. If you do a bit of an aggressive shade, can be punished by a concussion mine, but we will not be seeing that one this game. Imperius and Zagara. Well, those are exciting heroes. Okay, Imperius coming in as offlane pick, and will this be devouring more Zagara as an attempt to catch up Mephisto? Brightwing will be coming in, not banned this time, and once again Honey will be playing Valor. It's quite good in his last game, but on the shrine it can be quite difficult to connect with Q build. We might see AA or W coming out instead this time. But the Q in the later game can be very nice follow-up to Murder and Engage as well, so we might still see it anyway. Last pick here. We already have a Zagara for something exciting, so maybe let's not go too crazy here. Greymane. He's a little bit out of theme, but one of the heroes that Valor, at least in a 1v1 perspective, doesn't enjoy playing against, because from an AA build perspective, Greymane just, for some reason, his bullets just hit really hard. From single shots, can be annoying to take short trades against. But I do wonder, when you look at the entirety of EBK's team comp, how much fun this Greymane is going to have. In any case, we see it fairly similar. Well, Mephisto is the key point for EBK's draft, and Mephisto Valor, I still like the combination on this map as well, for similar reasoning. With a small caveat of the Q build on the shrine, so Helheim have changed things up a bit at least, so maybe Zagara is the answer to their problems. Blue team, Shadow Eagle on Johanna. There's going to be playing Mephisto. Zerda playing Zagara, IHY playing Greymane, and Tastar will be Enderon. Red team, Nemo playing Hogger, Ermin playing Brightwing, Stranger will be on Murden, and once again Termina and Honey will be playing Mephisto and Valor. It will still be Cubo Valor. Let's try and have a look out for how that goes. On the objective fights, we might see Valor playing more towards the sides, and there's going to be no mid contest from Helheim. Standing up around bottom for a split start. Shadow Eagle taking a lot of damage. Not the healthiest, and has already used Laws of Hope. Laws of Hope. We'll see how many globes able to stack up, but when you feel the need to split start, it might be hard to steal enemy globes away. Priority now going over to the side of Helheim for actually. Red team being quite delayed on the wave clear. It's going to see the camp start up very early by Pearson. I completely missed the Zagara's offlaning. I won't be too judgmental, but if you tell me that it's a 1v1 between Zagara and Hogger, I am liking Hogger's odds on that one. Now seeing the invade come out from Helheim, gonna be no problem with that one. The benefit of Zagara offlaning is you get Imperious early game in the 4-man, and that guy's spooky. Play now being made onto Hogger. Polymorph coming out to potentially save him will be alright. Bit of damage, but no biggie. Helheim in complete control of the early game this time, as far as the 4-man is concerned. He took a lot of damage in that being caught out before, so I don't know if he can really step up to Zagara here, even if the Trader Bay just at such a health deficit, he can't go for anything. Might see it play onto the Bruiser camp soon. Helheim, on the other hand, moving on to the neutral camp, will be spotted out early by a Stranger. Mephisto going in. It's a few spell hits. Jump out from Murden. Facial coming in to try and save, but there will be a spear missing from Pierce, so Lightning in a bit of trouble. Going to use the cleanse and get away for now. First rotation for the offlane comes from Zagara. Going to now come in on Viking Zagara. Spear connects onto Honey. Polymorph will prevent any further follow-up, but the Banelings don't really care because they will connect thanks to Anderon's ult. Hogger now also moving down. Shine's about to come up though. Could be spinning on that, but instead clearing the mid-wave. We're seeing another play onto the bottom camp. Will be capped this time by Helheim. Hero Groups 5. Nemo cleared up mid-wave before moving up to top lane. one thing you see in League of Legends we call a shift, which is where the offlane moves up to top, and then the 4-man will take care of this mid wave instead. Gets you up to the far lane quicker than if your offlane clears middle. Playing now to Nemo, speed connects, phase shift coming in, but it's not the biggest of heal, and will be the kill onto the Hogger. Stun onto Shadow Eagle does not do much. And this is looking a lot nicer for Helheim. Level 7 advantage shortly, starting up on the objective. Hogger still not respawned, so it might be difficult for them to contest. We see Terminal moving to mid lane, well, contemplating it anyway, going to decide against it. They're going to contest without level 7, I suppose. Only 20 skulls taken by Helheim, so it is time for a contest to come out, but how much XP will be lost, as well as siege damage, wave already crashing. In the meantime though, Hogger going to get interrupt on the spin, phase shift is not in time, will be going down. Murder now with next target, Mephisto going to be okay. And it's another pick going the way of, well, I will say Helheim, but really it's Imperius. Been very nice pick so far. Helped to get priority in the 4-man, and now finding some kills onto Hogger. Honey in the mid lane going to get some XP, so it is going to be the objective conceded. Now moving up for the defense. Half a level lead for the side of Helheim at the moment. Right wing stepping very far up. The Punisher does not go over the wall, and the Imperius Spear is there as a follow-up. Will be support going down, and this could be a bit of trouble for the side of EBK. Frozen Punisher going to turn off the fort. Going to be quite difficult to defend this one. Mephisto though, finding a lot of spell hits. It is again the Punisher Imperius combo. Lots more damage coming out. Phase shift comes in as Anduin went down. I'm guessing that must have been to the fort. Took aggro during that last play with the Punisher jump. And then not getting out of fort range in time. But Anduin is not the damage, so the side of Helheim feel confident to make the play onto the camp. Seeing that top lane, you can understand why. Level 10's now coming in. Zagara not chosen yet. Will there be more? It probably is, but then it is Zagara playing as the offlaner, so we could see Nidus come out for more of that map control. You know, wait and see on that one. Not yet decided. Stranger going to be pulled in by the Condemned. Spear will not connect. Phase shift coming out to Murder. Imperius going to not connect with the Wrath of Angris. Yeah, that's the one. Devouring more from Zagara. Still in the offlane though. Watch for that one on the Mephisto Shades, potentially. We did see earlier Zagara with the priority roaming down, but thanking Zagara is not particularly spooky in the early game. If you have Devouring more, at least you could do it politely. We'll see what ends up happening. Camp's going to get cleared, and we're once again contesting for the bottom one. Shadow Eagle taking a bit of damage, but still has Iron Skin, going to be okay. And it's also Death Side. Strafe at least, coming out of this game from Honey. Did see Vein of Vengeance last time, but perhaps thinking with enemy tank being Johanna, it might not be as useful. Personally, I'm warming up to Strafe recently. I used to be a very avid Vein of Vengeance only, but starting to appreciate Strafe a bit more. Potentially a play onto Stranger, but going to find a spear at least. Bullet comes out, Avatar to negate it. Mephisto, Greymane will survive against the root. Falling Sword's going to be coming in as a nice cleanse to prevent him from going down. Not too much Gordon on endurance. And once again we see EBK sieging up with their Vala and Mephisto potentially. Not too much happening on that shade. Only camp available at the moment is Helheim's Bruiser. Nothing else going to be in time. They're going to make play onto the waves. They have level 13 for this objective. EBK instead resetting. Is Cigar's moving up, so there's no creep setup around the objective. But as devouring more Cigar's not quite as important as if you were Nidusworm. And early Shiny is going to go over way of EBK. Stranger potentially going to catch out someone on the flank here. Could be looking at Cigar. Play onto Hogger, going to get speed once again. Phase Shift is going to be in time though. Shadow Eagle taking a lot of damage. Moore only finds Muradin. Not what they were looking for, but at least will be on the back end of it. Advantage still to the side of EBK for the time being. Hogger goes in for a spin, takes a bit of damage. Very close to finishing up the shrine though. Going to back up, they're going to tap. I like this call by the side of EBK, but they have to come back in. Wrath of the Anguish does not connect. There's a wall in the way there, buddy. Honey will be fine. Now we're going in onto the backline. Jahan taking a lot of damage. In comes Hogger with the Hortapult. Tassadar going to be stunned against the wall, going to run away. Shadow Eagle taking a lot of damage as well. Will fall. Jump now onto Tassadar, but will be okay by the looks of things. This game's looking quite similar to game number 1, actually, with Helheim having the early advantage, and then EBK coming in from the second objective onwards. But Zeta is pushing the top lane. There's a bit of a minion wave here, so this will need to be dealt with by Nemo. In the meantime, play now onto the bot keep with the Protector. Do need to see if Zed is going to commit to this push or come back and defend, but it looks very defensive from the side of Helheim. Shadow Eagle taking so much damage, will use the Iron Skin though to survive. Punisher taking a bit of damage, but they're not done quite yet on EBK. They're looking again onto Johanna, will get pulled from Tastar. Keep will go down, Zeta recalled as well. Are they going to have any follow-up? More does not connect. Jumping away from that one will be Stranger. And this is going very nicely from the side of EBK. I need quite a lot of mana, so we might see a reset coming out soon, or perhaps just the healing fountain. Now, despite everything that's happening, it is still Helheim with the XP advantage. Jurors of Hate will come out and connect onto Imperius, so they're not going to go for any more potentially, but Muradin still taking damage. Block is quite nice though to prevent the Greymane from killing him. Camp will be secured by EBK before they retreat from it. Mephisto is so obnoxious. Quest complete, can throw out 2 skull missiles with the Shade. Ned's taking so much damage now, going to try and run away. Falling Sword will not be able to save him. Pierce will be going down now. Shadow Eagle, the next target. Gets behind the wall just fine. Level 16s now for EBK. Lion Lad's coming in with the raids. Thank you very much. You were doing, I believe, the Banshee Cup is still on today? Sounds about right for time to finish. Jurors of Hate does not connect this time. Probably nothing happening on the bot lane, but in the meantime, Johanna actually. Never mind, there's all distraction. Shadow Eagle will be going down in the mid lane. Jurors of Hate wasn't used, so unfortunately missed how Johanna managed to die there, but Midfort taking a lot of damage as a result of this. Right away getting a bit cheeky there, will dodge the spear though with the blink heal. And it will be the fort going down. Looking now at contest onto the Bruiser camp. Shadow Eagle still down for another few seconds, so it should be okay for EBK, but is Muradin, who's the target, takes a lot of damage, will jump out. Genocide does not connect. The Moore finds only Mephisto. Hortapult out from Nemo. Phase shift as well. Light Bomb catches Mephisto, leaving a the Devouring Maw and will go down. Spear onto Murden, could be the next target, jumps away, Greymane's following. The block will help protect him though, so... Well, okay, Shadow Eagle's going somewhere with a Falling Sword. Spin from Hogger. It's going to be okay. And there is perhaps an overstep by the side of EBK. Mephisto, we can see what's happening now with Sagara pick. If he can find the Maw onto Mephisto, there is the Light Bomb fob, quite reliable, but Zerda potentially stepped out too far here. Murden jumps on top, and that will be Zagara going down. Stranger pops the Avatar, will be okay for now, but taking quite a lot of damage actually. This Greymane has Alpha Killer, so does lots and lots of damage. Still going it onto Nez. Stranger, Murden, going to get rooted up by Anduin, will fall down. Emin uses the Blink Heal to get out, going to... Hoarder Pult. Hogger trying to make the escape, but Shadow Eagle's not ready to let them go just yet. Blink Heal says otherwise though. Durance does not connect. And there's another kill going the way of Helheim. They have a window now to start the objective. 20 seconds before Murden will respawn. We'll see if there's going to be any sort of contest. There is Mephisto, so you don't need numbers to get kills as long as you have Mephisto, as sometimes how the hero goes. But no, it is going to be Honey and Terminal moving on to the bottom camp. They will concede this Punisher. Leaving on 39 for now is the side of Helheim. Looks like they want to send Zeta to clear out the bot lane first. Like this play, there's no risk of a backdoor or any such shenanigans. And on 39 they should be able to just finish it off whenever they want. Shadow Eagle in the area. Tastar will get it with Divine Wind. But the bot side has been cleared out for now, at least. A bit of a stacking wave here, that should be okay for them. Even with the catapults coming in. Punisher taking a sweet time clearing out the camp. We might even reach level 20 before this finishes. A lot of damage going on to Tastar. Mephisto will be jumped on by Punisher, but jumps back with the Shade. Big question now from the side of EBK. Do they want to try and defend this fort? I'm going to risk another Punisher jump out in the open. We do see Nima on the side behind his team, not looking for any sort of flank just yet. Bright Wing goes into the phase ship. Phase out, going to be okay for now. Nemo going to be on the wrong side of the fort. He uses Hoarder Pult to get back over there. Terminal coming in. Maw does not find the Mephisto though. Punisher goes down. Jurtate does not find anyone. Pulled out for safety by Tastar. Stranger not going to let them go, but doesn't get a say in the matter. And we are going to go to level 20. What Mephisto level 20 do we get? It is going to be once again Mimic. Not going to see the silence coming out. Play now onto Johanna maybe. Wrath of Yanguis comes up onto Mephisto. This could be really bad. Light Bomb as well going to hit onto Mephisto. Will be falling down to the Imperius in the end. Spear onto 2. Hogger the next one going to go down. And also the interrupt on Murden jump. That is a triple kill. Going to Helheim. Can they end the game with us? Group is 5 for now at least. Pushing in the top lane. No minions with them just yet, but Zagara can drop some summons to tank the fort for them. Honey and Ermin. I don't think they will try and defend the keep. Core a lot safer to try and hold on to. Honey going once again with the Acrobat, going to get a few of those arrows. Spear does not connect from Nez, but Devouring Maw onto 2 by Zeda. They're just going to use that as time to go onto the core. Able to push Ermin Honey away. Blink Heal comes out, but it's not going to do anything because IHY does so much damage to the core as Greymane. Game number 2, the way of Helheim. And that makes me very happy to see a game number 3 between the teams here. We have had some very exciting team fights come out. They are explosive. The teams are going at each other. Mephisto helps a lot with this, and I'm quite happy with it. Looking now at the match summary. You can see once again more healing from the side of Ermin. Tasta not quite able to keep up, and the damage also a lot lower from Helheim's damage dealers, but it does not matter how much damage you do. What matters is how many Nexuses you explode. And it's looking a bit rough there actually for the side of Helheim. They were down their level 20s, they lost their keep quite early on to the game, but a very nice play on the top side of the map to turn it around. It was a huge kidnap onto Mephisto under the fort. No, there wasn't a fort there. Into the team at least. And Light Bomb there is the follow-up. Greymane gets the kill. Imperius finding Holger afterwards. Really nice sequence from the side of Helheim. Looking now at what map number 3 is going to be. Teams still deciding what they want to do. EBK, do they want first pick or do they want another map? Cinema pool. That's nice and team fighty. Gone to the main ones. Tomb Bandao Towers is open, I suppose. It's not going to be the choice though. As EBK going to pick Ultrac Pass for our last game, and I don't know if they just want to show off for the stream for a while, if they hate my voice or whatever it is, but they are choosing maps that are going to go the distance. I will gladly take a vote if it means more of these level 20 team fights. Right, I'll flick over to a quick break as the teams are getting in. Coming up back after this will be game number 3. Alright, we are back. Game number 3 on Ultrac Pass. Not quite as good of a map for Mephisto, very importantly. EBK on both games so far have been leaning into that one. Are we going to see Mephisto anyway for Terminal, or are we going to see a bit of a change up? What will not be changing up is the bans. Chromie and Stukov remaining. Mephisto will be banned. They don't want to chance it even though it is Ultrac Pass, and you can understand it. Terminal has had a huge impact on these games so far, with the Durances of Hate, with all the damage follow-up from Mephisto. Very annoying to play against, and they have had enough, have the side of Helheim. Holger also going to get banned. Sylvanas left open. They didn't want to leave that on Infernal Shrines, but now on Ultec we do have Sylvanas, and that is a hero that can do quite a lot of work. Can the old Sylvanas? We went to first pick at Elite, though, on the side of Helheim. No, Junkrat. Going to be the choice. Really good hero for the map. Takes down the sappers quite quickly. Can take down the enemy sappers quite quickly. Can throw the enemy sappers over the wall. Can interrupt the objective channels. There's so many things that Junkrat does. And it's a really obnoxious and worthy of being first picked. Anduin and Vala from the side of EBK. Small things to keep in mind. It is Terminator that has Doctor versus Vala, and Honey has played for the last 2 games. We'll see if she goes for a different pick, or if it's just bamboozle. Lucio. Now we're getting more exciting. Samuro will be locked in for Helheim. Blade Master can be quite a nuisance on the side lanes, doing a bit of split pushing. Not that many heroes can match the Samuro. Thankfully, the chances of Abathur coming in are quite low, I think. EBK reducing the chance to 0 with that ban just there. They want nothing to do with Abathur Samuro. Understandable. Now, we did see previously Diablo ban on Fiddle Shrines. Ultec a bit more open though, so harder to find the wall stuns. Are we going to see off-lane focus ban instead? Another tank, potentially. Genji. Light bomb setup. Makes sense. One of the few things that Lucio can't really react to with the high five. And so far, only 2 heroes in. Sonya is the answer to Samuro. Diablo will be taken again for Stranger. Sonya, go for spin to win. You can do a lot of healing against Samuro's mirror images. And this actually explains the Abathur ban quite a lot, because Samuro vs Sonya can be quite nice for Sonya. Abathur Samuro vs Sonya is a disaster. As a drain tank, Sonya has to commit to the fights, and put simply, if you don't do enough damage and don't heal enough, there's not much Sonya will do. Taika Scourge is a good answer to Diablo in general. We do have Anduin for the pulls, but that will be quite a valuable cooldown. I do like what we see here from the side of Helheim. Question now, what is going to be locked in here by Honey? Will it be something really exciting? Will it be a mage? Will it be Medivh? Orphea? Well, that falls under the exciting category at least. If Samuro decides to join the team fights, could be nothing more but trade stacks for Orphea. I don't know if he wants to go Q build for this game. W build rather, is Orphea. Q build an option? E build could be the safest one though, but you don't last pick Orphea, just go E build. I'm hoping we have a little bit of fun here. Not a hero you see very much as Orphea. For good reason. Can be very susceptible to interrupting on the cast of the spells. Q and W both with channel times. But certainly a very powerful hero if the stars do align. And we will see what happens here for Honey. But game number 3, first of all, Helheim. They brought it back to game 3. Now looking to complete the reverse sweep. Nez will be playing Junkrat. Tassadar will be playing Lucio. Shadow Eagle, Garrosh. IHY will be Junkrat and Zeder on the Samuro. Other side. EBK. Stranger on Diablo. Ermin on Anduin. A little yapping going on in the chat. They're having a bit of fun there, I suppose. Nemo will be playing Sonya. It will be Terminal this time playing Navala as Honey has moved on to Orphea. Initial push going the way of Helheim, but Alsac pass, does early laning really matter? What is important to note is Orphea has gone for Growing Nightmare, which I do understand. Game number 3, you definitely don't want to be taking any chances. Orphea with another build against Garrosh can be very spooky. Don't want to randomly get thrown in and die just because you chose a close range build. Terminal has been left to deal with the Samuro. Probably not. Okay, so it's 1 minute. No one has moved for the sappers yet. Honey going to be the first one there. Nez coming in, going to be starting it at... What time is it going to be in the end? 1:15. 14, I suppose. Are we going to see any manipulations? Are we going to see both teams take it as soon as possible? Are we going to see someone delay and try and defend? Personally, I hate that strategy, but we do see it quite a bit. Idea being, if you can have the wave crash in front of your fort, it's a lot easier to take that camp down. Don't ask someone who thinks that's a good plan though what they will do on the next sapper. So it'll be both teams taking it right away and going to meet roughly in the middle. You have to imagine this is good for Nez on the Junkrat, can clear it out very, very quickly. Shadow Eagle taking no damage. Honey going to be knocked into the team, will be pulled out by Ermin. Already see the danger though. Not only is Junkrat able to displace the Orphea, there's also... Oh, it's Garrosh and Junkrat. Could be a difficult game to play Orphea in. Mid push going the way of Helheim for the time being. We have seen a swap around on the side lanes. Nemo going into match Samo, what you'd expect. Which is a very awkward Vala vs Tychus top lane. And I promise you this is very Tychus favoured. You just press W. Vala can't match it. Yeah, that's fun. Sappers respawning in about 15 seconds. Looks like we're going to try and clear the midway first, but this will likely mean not being on time for the spawn. And you're going to concede the mid push throw and go straight towards the Sappers. Makes sense. Looked quite comfortably the way of Helheim for the mid contest. I'm going to be a little early on that as well, but Junkrat simply clears faster than Orphea. No two ways around it. Not seeing split aggro, but it doesn't matter. Zeder already being annoying. Going to get a few seconds on the objective, but I mean, maybe it will matter. Maybe it will. Once again, the sap is taken at the same time. I like this from Erwin. Going to drop the light well to help Fowler out in the side lane here. Lucio not picking level 7 yet. Surely you're... Are you considering the boombox there, buddy? To do a similar sort of thing. Would be interesting to see. Root onto Stranger. Nothing more should be coming from it. Stranger's having up a bit there actually. Could have seen a foe come in, but there was no bear trap from Junkrat. So they're just running around doing circles on Samurai. Will be revealed. Hungering Arrow is not going to connect though. Stranger and maybe a bit of a strange play is going to get thrown back into the rest of the team, but this is W. Diablo has a lot of healing. Orphea comes in, lands the E as well, and Tastar takes a lot of damage. Shadow Eagle running away as fast as possible down to, I think I saw 140 there, but gets out in the end. Advantage to the side of EKB at the moment as they're moving on to the objective. Health bar is taking a lot of damage. Gauch is actually recalled. So not going to be long window with them to contest the group. We do see IHY clearing out the mid wave, but now they're looking to make a play onto it. Junkrat has some traps, so can be quite annoying. Strange taking damage from the Tychus will be thrown in a little bit, takes a lot of damage, but Samo is there as an escape, but it is an escape into Diablo's demise. Will go down in the end, and now with Lucio's speed, Helheim trying to push in. Nemo going to get pulled by Enderman, not going to get caught by the concussion mine there. Then out of mana needs to recall on Andor, and Diablo only just now respawning. Junkrat has set up some traps. It's going to be quite difficult for the side of EKB to move in here. 5 seconds remaining, then they're fighting Samurai Cones. Orphea gets thrown in. Will be able to dash out to safety though. But it is the first objective once again, going to the side of Helheim. Works P advantage as well when they've got a nice juicy wave to catch in the top lane. Zed are going for that at the moment. There we go. Push already started in the mid lane, and it looks like there will be level 10s with this push here, so we don't always see force going down on the first objective, but we could see it this time. Odin going to be used early by HY to help with the siege here. Yeah, Shadow Eagle. Just taking more damage. Not had the most fun in this game. Well, this series. Stranger now going very far in, does not find the stun as the wall is actually going to be destroyed. Will be pulled out by Ermin. Mid 4 has gone down. They're still chasing for a little bit here. Other side of Helheim. It is a 3v4 push at the moment, as we do see one on both sides of EKB. Concussion mine. Honey goes over the edge. Going to be stunned now as Gouge. Talk does not connect onto Orphea. Diablo going to get thrown in. Apocalypse is used, but nothing will come of it. Souls will be expended. Good news though for the side of EKB is that their side lanes are alright. We didn't even lose the wall on the bottom. Nemo cleared that one out fine. Terminal on top lane only lost about half of a fort. Yes, I am very happy. Eternal Feast is the ultimate of choice from Orphea. Criminally underpicked, in my opinion. But I will say Lucio is one of the more difficult ones to play it into, but if you can find the Apocalypse plays with Diablo and set up preemptively the Eternal Feast, you could look at 3, maybe even 4 hits of it onto a target, which is a lot of damage. Stranger finds the stun onto Tychus, but might have overstepped, get thrown in by Diablo, pulled out to safety. Taunt will bring him back in though from Shadow Eagle. Leap onto Junkrat will interrupt the Riptide, but that's a level 7 Junkrat, but big damage coming out on him. Gauch will fall as well. Nemo taking so much damage from the Junkrat. Level 7, the Dirty Trickster will go down. Honey now looking for a play onto Tastar, doesn't find one last spell though, and it will be a 1-for-1. In the meantime, Zed with a Blaze Storm clearing up top lane. Gonna need to be answered by the side of EKB soon. You having fun there, buddy? Oh, Junkrat. Never change. Tassadar having a little bit of fun here, a Stranger. I don't think we've seen a Q interrupt on the Shadow Charge just yet, but if you play around the walls, I hope you're confident with that one, Tastar, otherwise could get hit by the wallbang. Level 13 advantage for the side of Helheim. We do see heavy casters from Lucio. Gonna have that stun available now. No strafe from Vala this time to entrap. This is once again Reign of Vengeance. First capture by the side of Helheim. Trap set up from Junkrat. Stranger decided whether it's worth walking in or not. Going to not get stunned by Gauch, but Going to get thrown in now. There's a trap right there as well. Lightbomb will not be able to do much because of it. Apocalypse comes in on the backline as well, so Eternal Feast going to find a few hits onto the Tigers. Shadow Eagle taking so much damage, will go down. Diablo pulled away to safety. Nemo still going in there. First kill to EKB. Urban now looking for the capture, but Nezo and Junkrat can do a good amount of work here in delaying it. We do see IHY and Zeta going to take the siege camp. Nemo not going to start. It feels like, oh honey. Not actually going to go down though. No one was there to follow up on the concussion mine, but Nez is being really obnoxious. EKB, this might not be worth it. You're taking so much time here. Erman also getting thrown straight into Tychus, thankfully not over the wall. Capture will go through by the side of EKB in the end. Odin going to be started now. Play it onto Nemo on the Sonya. Got to get thrown in. Okay for now, but taking so much damage. Tychus spells coming in to finish the kill. Will also be Valor going down. Shadow Eagle gets out this time. Will not be falling as Zeta going to look now for the play onto Anduin. Blinks forward with the Wind Walk. Honey now also making a retreat. Slowed down by the reverse Habitat Stop. Going to get queued in as well. Honey taking a lot of damage. Will get with all 13 active off, but it's not enough. Is thrown in once again. Another kill going down. Lucio also falling on the backside. Erman so very low and has the armor reduction, but will be okay for now. Was thrown away. Shadow Eagle, I saw you there throwing that sapper, taking now a lot of damage from the fort and will go down. They might have overstayed their welcome here on the side of Helheim after a good start to the fight. But the keeper's also very low. Very, 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 very low. How much off is on that? 744. Another capture from, I believe it was Zeta, going to be interrupted though. After not too long, 8 seconds remaining on the capture. There's no HY quite low and they're not going to reset. IHY actually going down to bottom lane. It looks like they wants to get level 16 before taking the next fight. Will Nez be able to delay that long? Does not connect to the Q. Zeta has come on the window. Play it onto Junkrat. Gets high five though by Lucio. Absolutely disgusting hero. Gets Junkrat to safety. Eternal Feast used will be available quite soon though. Nez does not get the interrupts onto Honey though, and starting now the timer. IHY quite low on health, does have a healing fountain available, going to now use it. Level 16 advantage to Helheim. Look at Zeta on the flank, wants to get onto Terminal, wants to get onto Erman. Odin comes out. Erman thrown out, completely from the fight. Let me start with no throw available. Honey goes in anyway. Tassel taking so much damage as Honey going to be taken very low. Finished off by Samurai in the end, and Ned's going to be thrown out safety by Shadow Eagle, who now needs to make his own escape. Will be okay for the time being. His Blaze Storm onto the backline. Terminal so much damage. Here comes Tychus though. Lucio gets a double kill with the Q in the end. And it's a full-on retreat now from the side of EKB, but it might not be a retreat because they're all dead. Last kill now on the Stranger, and it will be for 5-0 ace. Really nicely done by Helheim, and this game 3 has not disappointed so far. Objective thankfully will be taken by them. Zedek with a cheeky backdoor to finish off the fort. But at least they don't have the cavalry coming in, just like VKB. They will hold on for the time being. Oh, that fight was beautiful. So many things happening. Really, really, really important though. At the start of the fight, Nez on Junkrat throws Anduin over the wall, completely away from the team. That was basically a 4v5. Lightbomb, as you can see, still are available. A huge play by Junkrat there. Oh, this hero can be very annoying at times. EKB, Erman, learning that firsthand. It's now a 2.5 level lead to the side of Helheim. No level 16s yet, but they do want to look for the fight regardless, it seems. EKB. Zeta coming down. Guys, I think you need level 16 before anything happens here. Diablo not going to get hit by Garrosh Q. All will be okay for the time being. Are we going to see if boss starts? Level 16s are here. They don't go for it, but Shadow Eagle looks like he wanted it. Stranger thrown in onto a Junkrat, going to get the pockets off on Tykes, but high five comes out and it will be Shadow Eagle falling on the backside, just taking so much damage left alone. Throws Diablo in, but what cost? That's a zoning Diablo. Going to get everyone out with the Apocalypse. Reminds you of the old saying, don't throw in a Johanna. Don't throw an angry looking Diablo, he's pretty scary. Quite a bit of damage coming out from these frag mines. Is Titan Grenade at level... Oh honey. Now Stranger could be the next target here, going to be okay for the time being. Leaping onto the backline from Nemo as well as the Light Bomb. The Unstoppable from Lucio is so long though, but not long enough to get IHY out just yet. Has to amp it up to get out for the time being. Tastar goes back in as well, but gets charged on by Diablo! Junkrat! Everyone from Helheim so very low, but there will be 2 kills to Nez. Oh, they have their level advantage to thank for that one. 3 level lead, 12% more damage, 12% more health, making the difference there. That's a huge level lead now, 3 full levels to the side of Helheim. Objective starting up as well. This might spell the end soon for the side of EKB. Zeta being annoying, pushing up on the top side, is going to get that keep low. Of course, in Ultrac we typically like at least 2 keeps down before we end the game, so that will be useful with the cavalry push. Objective started the capture by the side of Helheim. Respawns are here from EKB, but with the 3 level disadvantage, I don't know if they're going to go for the fight. Zeta going to finish off the bomb fort. They feel they have to though. Ermin pushed away with a concussion mine. How do you walk into this Junkrat? It's so difficult here. Garage going to throw everyone away. It's a big play. 3-man taunt from Shadow Eagle. These get out now. Will be okay for the time being. Diablo going to be first one to go down. Nemo in the backline, not able to find the kills, goes down as well. Junkrat throwing everyone away. 2 more kills to the side of Helheim. Terminal going good. Really wants to make something happen, but might be difficult. Unkillable from Lucio. No kills will come out. Honey now go to make an escape with Orphea. What if it's a couple frames of Light Bomb to high five and something running out? I hope it was, because my god, that was disgusting how they managed to go through everything with that Unstoppable from Tassadar. Oh, high five, you are really unbalanced. I promise you that Unstoppable should be half a second. Zero already getting started with the push on the top lane. Cavalry not needed apparently. As in the bot side they are pushing for the time being. And got okay this time with the concussion mine, but there's many more where that came from. Nemo in the mid lane going to start working on this cavalry. IHY potentially going to get wallbanked here by Stranger. Does get so, but it's a bait in the end. Diablo taking a lot of damage now. Light Bomb into Valor goes in with the Vault. Will find a kill into Samo. First one going the way of EKB. Nemo going to fall there on the backside. And now they're looking to maybe end the game as well. It's a big play onto Lucio. Will survive the time being. Infernal Feast getting so many hits off. This core is down to 5,000 damage. They might just go for the end here as well. The side of Helheim. Stranger has been thrown out of a fight. It is the kill into Galstar. I don't know if they can end the game here. That's going to be a full retreat. IHY going to go down as well. 3 kills to the side of EKB. Cavalry working on this bottom keep. They're not in time though. Valor isn't here. Orphea doesn't have a best D push. 418 health on that one. And they will hold on to the game. Now, EKB, you need something decisive. You're down basically 3/4. Samo can finish off this keep whenever he wants. They are going to go on to the boss. There is still a fort in the way here though, but they have made it to their level 20s. Once again, Acrobat. No shortage of exciting plays could come out. We did see in the last fight there was a Light Bomb on Tavalla. Could go really far forward with the multiple charges of the Vault. Orphea now Eldritch Conduit. This is going to be a huge problem if can get a lot of chaos stacks from the Samurai clones. Could finish stacking this one quite quickly and then be huge presence in the team fights. We saw Eternal Feast in that last one down for a really long time. With 6% spell power, that thing is going to be a huge problem. Boss will be taken but not pushed with. There will be Ermin and Terminal making the play up onto the top boss. One benefit of Acrobat. If you hit your Hungering Arrows, you can finish off this boss quite quickly. No Monster Hunter voters for a shot. As mentioned, Zerda finishes off a keep, so it's 3 keeps down for 0. This boss is definitely not getting a keep. We do see a contest here from the side of Helheim. Strange taking so much damage. Odin coming out now. Shadow Eagle, will you be able to survive the disengage? No, going to go down. Nero surviving as well. Apocalypse does not find anyone, but Tastar is also quite low. Boss hitting away onto Sonya. It's the spread volley from Junkrat and the Blaze-Storm from Zeta. So much damage. Sonya goes down as well. Blink out from Stranger, but even if he survives, that might not matter. Diablo healing is really big though. But now with this boss and everyone except Shadow Eagle on the side of Helheim alive, this looks like it should be the end of the game. GG has been called by EKB. Diablo falls. Will respawn? Does not matter. They will manage to win this game to the side of Helheim. Winning the series 2-1. Very well played by them. Very fun games by both teams. And EKB, they certainly made them work for it. All 3 games going into the late game. Very exciting team fights coming out from both of these teams, all 3 games. Absolute pleasure casting the games. One last time in the match summary. MVP, Nez, without a doubt. So many plays by Junkrat with the concussion mines, displacing the team of EKB. Huge damage from the spread volley. You saw in that last fight how quickly the backline of EKB was taken down by Nez and Zeta. Really well done by them. GG's to the teams.